Hello and welcome to the last part of lecture 5 on leadership. In this conclusive lecture on my fifth lecture series on leadership I'm going to talk about what Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, said about leadership. Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a leader. Michael Hart says, the only man in history who was supremely successful on both the secular and religious level was Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. That is the greatest praise I have ever heard, listened, watched, or read. Okay, on the basis of how Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, depicted himself as a leader, or what leadership lessons we get from Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. No doubt, there would be multiple, thousands and thousands of the lessons we can draw upon from his life. But here, I'm going to share with you six very important lessons to be extremely and supremely successful as a leader. Number 1, be merciful. Number 2, care for the poor. Number 3, be just. Number 4, be trustworthy. Number 5, understand the need of time. That's very important. And number 6, involve the people in decision-making process. Let me elaborate a little bit on each of them. Number 1, be merciful. Let me quote from the Islamic perspective. It is said that, and we have not sent you, O Muhammad, peace be upon him, except as a mercy to the worlds. So this is a sort of teaching from God, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So that is the same message as a leader, Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, has transmitted to the people who want to work at the position of leadership. So be merciful. If you are merciful, the things will go smooth. You would be more effective as a leader. Number 2, care for poor. Again, let me share a quotation, quote unquote. Not even a single dinar of my property should be distributed after my death to my inheritors. But whatever I leave, excluding the provision of my wives and my servants, should be spent in charity. Sahih Bukhari said. The law of inheritance is mentioned here. So as a leader, Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, we can imagine how great or the greatest leader in this universe. This is the hadith, this is the quotation from Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, as referred in Bukhari Sharif. So if you take care of the poor, give charity, you would be more and more effective as a leader. Next, be just. What does it mean, be just? Have you seen the one who denies the recompense? This is the question asked in Quran. For that is the one who drives away the orphans and does not encourage the feeding of the poor. So woe to those who pray, but who are heedless to their prayer. Those who make show of their deeds and withhold simple means assistance. Al-Quran. So if you're not just, if you're not if you're not practicing or employing justice upon yourself or in your organization, then it's not possible that you become an effective leader. The next quality of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, which he transmitted as a leader is be trustworthy. If you want to get trust, most of the people I've seen asking, requesting, demanding trust. But to get the trust, you need to become first trustworthy. Let me share a quotation here again. Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu reported, after the verse, and warn your closest kinsmen, was revealed, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, went out, climbed the hill of Safa, shouted to get their attention. He called, he made a speech. They said, "What is this?" and gathered before him. He addressed them, saying, if I was to inform you that horsemen were in the valley behind this hill, ready to attack you, an army is going to attack you, would you believe me? They all replied, all the clans, all the tribesmen, they all replied, yes, for we have never known you to lie. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, indeed, I am a warner to you of severe punishment. This is again quotation from Sahih Bukhari. So if you have practiced yourself as being trustworthy, like Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, for 40 years, he proved himself as a trustworthy person, and then anybody can believe in you. And whatever you say, people would believe and follow you. The next leadership quality is what I said, understand the need of the time. Time is what we call the blessing from God. The Muslims were weak. Let me share a statement here that the Muslims were weak in Makkah, and so neither Allah nor the Prophet asked them for jihad. But once the Muslims had migrated to Medina, Prophet, peace be upon him, knew that their hold had become stronger, which is why the Prophet, peace be upon him, by permission of Allah, guided them towards jihad for the one true religion. So, on the basis of this, we can say that time is important, and time is one of the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And a leader chooses the appropriate time for any action. No, regardless of time, a leader does not go for making decisions or taking decisions or even ordering or inspiring the followers to follow him or do something. The next quality which Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, shared or transmitted is involve the people in decision making process. What does it mean? Let me again share something. The Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, took his people and their recommendations very seriously. Let me give you an example. The Battle of Trench, Ghazwa Khandak, that's what we call, the Battle of Trench, is one example of how the Prophet, peace be upon him, took the suggestions of his companions seriously. It was Salman Farsi's decision to dig a trench as strategy against the enemy. And although Prophet, peace be upon him, could have disagreed, he decided to trust Salman Farsi radiallahu ta'ala anhu, and the decision proved fruitful. So on the basis of it, let me just quickly recap the qualities Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, transmitted as a leader. 6 basic we discussed here. Number 1, wherever you are, be merciful. Number 2, always care for the poor and needy, never exploit them. Number 3, be just and employ justice in your organization. Number 4, be trustworthy and people would be ready to give you or keep your trust. Number 5, understand the need of time. That's important. Do not make decisions or take decisions regardless of time. Context is important. And number 6, involve the people in decision making. My name is Dr. Zia. If you like it, please share, subscribe, and press the bell icon. I thank you very much and see you in my next lecture.